Okay, so now we are going to go to the part of the foldable that says proportional reasoning. It's in two sections. We're going to talk about the first part. So what I want you to do is I want you to just kind of fold it.
What are the characteristics about an equation?
Oh, my Lanta.
Okay,
Ignore that. You're just going to fold back the first one where it says Davis finds oranges on sale. Make sure you only fold that one back and you're writing behind it. Okay, so you should be writing on the white part, and right next to it, it says 8 is 32% of what number? Okay, so turn to the one, let's read it. It says, Davis finds oranges on sale 5 for $1. How many oranges can he buy for $8? Okay, for every single one of these, you are going to need to do a WKU. You know what that is. Yes, it is required. I do not feel sorry for you. Okay. So the word W stands for words, K stands for what you know, that's what they are giving you, and the U stands for unknown. So Davis finds oranges on sale for $1. Okay, remember we do quantity over money. So I have oranges over money. He can buy 5 oranges for $1, and I'm getting that right here in the story. Okay, that's what they are telling me. 5 oranges for $1. How many oranges can he buy for $8? How many what? Oranges. So that's where my X goes. X is a variable, represents an unknown number for $8. Okay, this is easy. What did you do to this one to get 8? Times 8. What you do to the bottom, you do to the top. What's 5 times 8? 40. So how many could he buy? 40 oranges. Okay, the next one. Now, fold that one over and fold this one back about Carson. Carson thinks she has 4 pairs of pants for every 6 shirts. She counted 27 shirts in her closet. How many pairs of pants should she have? Same thing, W, K, U. What am I comparing? Pants and shirts. It says 4 pairs of pants for every 6 shirts. She counted 27 shirts in her closet. Okay? Now, can you go from 6 to 27 easily? I can't think of 6 times 4 is 24, 6 times 5 is 30. So it's not going to go in there evenly. But is there something you could do to this first? Yeah, you could simplify it, right? 4 6 is also 2/3. Now can you think of a number that I could multiply 3 by to get 27? Times 9. What you do to the bottom, you do to the top. I want you to be very careful because I promise you that 9 would be an answer choice because they're trying to trick you, okay? But we're not going to be tricked. We're going to make sure our answer makes sense. What's 2 times 9? 18. So how many pairs of pants should she have? 18 pants. Okay, somewhere, I don't know if you want to write it at the bottom, maybe at the bottom underneath all of it. I want you to write might need to simplify first. Okay, so you might need to write that. You might need to simplify first. Okay, Farmer Dan has 14 chickens for every 3 cows. If he has 42 chickens, how many cows should he have? So I have, what am I comparing? W, I want to use a different color. W, K, U. I have chickens and cows. He has 14 chickens for every 3 cows. If he has 42 chickens, my pen is being weird. How many cows should he have? Now, should he have more cows than 42 or less cows than 42? Less, right? Make sure your answer makes sense. What did you do to this 14 to get 42? Times 3. What's 3 times 3? My pen is being weird. What's 3 times 3? 9. So we need how many cows? 9 cows. Everybody okay with that one? My pen was being weird, so I don't know if that messed you up. Hannah has a photograph that she needs to enlarge. Okay, they love to ask you a question about a picture. They do. The original figure was 5 inches wide and 7 inches in length. What will the new width if the length is increased to 21? Okay, so once again, W, K, U. You have width and length. It's 5 wide, 7 long. What will be the width? And I'm going to use a W because remember they'll sometimes change up the variable. If the width is increased to 21. This is easy. What did you do to that 7 to get 21? Times 3 times 3. What's 3 times 5? 15. Okay, so these were all pretty easy. This is when you're comparing two things. Sometimes they might try to trick you and ask for, these were all parts to parts, like a part to part ratio. Sometimes they might do a part to part or a part to whole, okay? That's when you have to find the total. So don't be confused about that. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next page, and it's going, okay, so I'm not real, I had to pause it because I don't know what happened, so I'm not real sure where we left off. So at the top, like, pretend like this is your foldable and you have all this room, like, up here, okay? I want you to write some stuff on that, okay? So I'm going to just move this, but you're going to be writing, like, above your foldable. So at the top of yours, I want you to write is... I'm just writing it down here, but you write it at the top. Over of equals percent over 100. Remember when we have percent proportions? That's how we solve them. Is over of equals percent over 100. So 8 is 32% of what number? So you're always going to start off, remember? Fraction bar, equal sign, fraction bar, 100. Remember that? So is over of is percent over 100. 8 is, so I'm going to put 8 here, 32% of what number? Okay, now this time you're going to work it backwards, right? Because what did they do to this 8 to get 32? Divided it by 4. Oh, I put a 2. I meant to put a 4. 100 divided by 4 is what? X equals 25. Now that was pretty easy, right? They're not always going to be that easy. Let me see if I can move this over. You don't know what I'm doing. I'm writing some stuff. I don't know what happened. Okay, so this was 25. Gracie has made 50 free throws since she started practicing basketball. If that is 25% of the free throws she shoots, how many times has she shot a free throw? Okay, so she's made 50 free throws, and that's 25%. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways you could do this. Okay, so there's two ways that we're going to do this. You're going to have to just fold back the flap and do one of them one way on the flap and then one of them like on the, like when you fold it open, and it'll be okay if it goes on the white and the envelope. Okay, JC has made 50 free throws since she started practicing basketball. If that is 25% of the free throws she shoots, how many times has she shot? So we have fraction bar, equal sign, fraction bar, 100. She has made 50, so that's the is, and that was 25%, right? Okay, so you're going to work this one backwards again. What did you do to this 25 to get 50? Times 2. So I'm going to times 2 here. So x equals 200. So we're saying that she shot 200 free throws. Now I'm going to show you how to do it like a percent bar too, because they might ask you something in a percent bar. So remember percent bars? It is on page 20 in my comp book. I don't know what page it is in your comp book. Okay, remember you're going to draw the percent bar, and then you're going to half it. And down here, this has to equal 100%. And this right here would be what we were looking for, okay? It tells us that she has made 50 free throws, and that is 25%. Well, could I split this bar into 25%? Yes. Each one would be worth 25%. So that's 25%. This is 25%. This is 25%. This is 25%. Okay? And it told us right here that 25% was 50 free throws. Well, if this 25% is 50 free throws, then this is 50, this is 50, and this is 50. So how many free throws total did she shoot? Well, the way to figure that, you add all of these up, and you would get 200. Okay, so they might ask you as a percent bar, so make sure you understand how to do a percent bar too. Bobby sent 60 text messages last week. 15 of them were to his best friend. How many text messages were sent to his best friend? Okay, so we can do a percent bar and we can do it the other way too. Let's start off with the percent bar. Okay. Let's do it into tens because 100 isn't divisible by 15, but it is divisible by 10. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I need one more. In true Miss Gentry fashion. Okay, so this would be 100%. So let's make each one of these 10%. Okay, it tells us that 15% of them were to his best friend. And there was how many? There's 60 total, okay? Is 60 divisible by 10? Yes. So what goes in each box here? 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Oh, not 0. 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay, this equals 60 total messages. He sent 60 total messages. 15% of them were to his best friend. Okay, so now I just need 15%. I'm going to get a different color. 15%. So that means I need all of this one and half of this one. Right? I care about this right here. Well, this 10% was 6. What's half of 6? 3. So how many of them were to his best friend? 9 messages. Okay, that's using a percent bar. They love, 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 love to give you a percent bar. Okay, so let's do it just do an is over of. Okay, so is over of equals percent over 100. Okay, Bobby sent 60 text messages, so he sent 60, and that was 15%. That's X, right? Okay, let's simplify first. This is going to become 3. This is going to become 20. What did I do to this 20 to get 60 times 3? What I do to the bottom, you do to the top. Did it work both ways? Yeah. So you might need to do a percent bar, and you might need to just do a percent proportion. You will get the same answer no matter what, so it's good to know both ways. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of erasing right here, just so I have a little bit more room, okay? So let's do this last one. 35% of the 6th grade chose Brandon as their STUCO representative. If there are 80 students in 6th grade, how many students voted for Brandon? We're going to do this one both ways. So how many students are there total? 80. 35% and 100. What is X? Okay, can I simplify first? Yes. 5 will go in there. How many times? 7. It'll go in there. 20 times 4. So I think it's going to be 28. Now let's do a percent bar. All of these numbers are divisible by, are easily into 10. So let's just do 10s again. Okay, this has to add up to 100%. And then this has to add up to 80 students, right? Because there are 80 total students. Well, what's 80 divided by 10? 8. So this is 10%. And I'm looking for how many? 35%. So that tells me I need 10, 20, 30, and then half of this one. So 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 8 is 24, plus half of 8 is 4, 28 students. Same answer. Okay? So make sure you get all of this written down on that section right there. There will be some practice on this. In your composition notebook, there is lots of good examples. I highly, 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 highly suggest you go over it. Okay? Thanks. Hey guys, like and subscribe, okay? Miss Gentry's trying to get paid by YouTube.